Iran and the United States held indirect negotiations last week in Oman, focusing on Tehran's nuclear program and sanctions relief. Iranian officials say the talks were mediated and limited in scope as both sides look ahead to another round of discussions.
Why do we insist so much on enrichment and refuse to give it up, even if a war is imposed on us? Because no one has the right to dictate our behavior. They fear our atomic bomb, while we are not looking for one. Our atomic bomb is the power to say no to the great powers.
Tehran has rejected Washington's demand for zero uranium enrichment, insisting that enrichment is its right under the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. Iranian officials also say the country's missile program and regional influence are non-negotiable. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian described the Oman talks as a step forward, saying his administration favors dialogue, but only on the basis of equality and respect.
Any negotiation based on international law, respecting national sovereignty from a position of equality and on the principle of win-win is acceptable and welcomed by us. Our foreign policy is defined by dignified interaction.
Meanwhile, Iran's nuclear chief says technical and political issues are being discussed in parallel, adding that any dilution of 60% enriched uranium would only happen after sanctions are fully lifted. However, many Iranians say they remain pessimistic about negotiations as economic strains continue to take a toll on daily life.
We have no hope in negotiations. Young people have no jobs. My child pays his employees' salaries out of his own pocket. My son and my daughter are unemployed.
This is not the first time we are negotiating. The US is imposing sanctions during negotiations. What kind of game is this? It's just a waste of time. We will gain nothing, and they are playing us.
Despite doubts about diplomacy, many Iranians agree on one point: that Iran's missile program should remain off the negotiating table.
We will never negotiate our missile program. After having so many measures, we won't do that. It is not negotiable. Our missile program is needed for our deterrence.
While officials framed the Oman talks as progress, sharp differences remain between Tehran and Washington over enrichment, sanctions, and the scope of negotiations. When another round of talks expected soon, many Iranians here say real change will only be measured by economic relief and not only by diplomatic statements. Seper Salami, CGTN, Tehran.